We're here with Amy Cohen, the field hockey coach. Amy, another season's upon us. Kind of give us your take on what you've seen so far in practice and what kind of a year you're expecting.
Every year for us, we expect big things from the program. And right now, I think it's a little bit of a different look for us. It's like real high intensity, great effort. I think we have all the intangibles it takes to make a great team for the year. Still trying to work out the pieces, all the kinks, not sure where everyone's going yet, but the work rate and all of those little tiny things that you can't teach as a coach are there. We're certainly fast, quick pace. We'll play probably a little bit a different style of hockey than we've played before. We're very gritty, and obviously we still have ball control, some strikers that look pretty sharp out there right now. But altogether, everyone's working extremely hard, and I'm really pleased, top to bottom, with our entire roster right now.
So you got to be pleased, I think, that Claudia Jacek came back for year number 5. Kind of talk about some of the leadership qualities of this senior class and kind of getting some of those what we deem super seniors.
Sure. So we have 3 seniors, obviously super senior and Claudia Jacek, and yes, we are thrilled to have her back. It's great to have an excellent player like Claudia. She can play up on the attacking line. She can play a little bit for us in the midfield. Doing a really nice job right now of setting a lot of people up. And our other 2 seniors that are back, Claudia is one of our co-captains. The other co-captain is Cami Smith. Cami also can be a forward and possibly will start for us in the midfield, just super versatile. And then the other senior for us is Paige Wolf. Paige is the jack of all trades, can play on all 3 lines if required. I'm not putting any of them in keeper pads, but they're all versatile players, and I think they lead in different ways. Cami can be very vocal at times and also is very hard-nosed out on the field and will never quit on a play or in a game. Paige, I think, is the ultimate team player. I think she makes everyone else around her better, and I think Claudia's got some moves. She's got some moves like Jagger out there. I already posted a one-on-one move that she's been working on for 2 years, has taught every camper, and she's got flash to her, but she also does the simple really well, and I think that's what makes the 3 seniors really special. So they can flash, they can do simple, they can play small ball, big ball hockey, they can adapt to lots of different things.
So as you build this new offense, obviously a big piece missing with Valerie not coming back, and I know one person isn't going to replace someone of her caliber, but kind of how do you go about trying to put the pieces together to fix the attack and to keep it going?
So I think a lot of times last year, and it's no fault of Val's, we got stuck ball watching. Valerie was just such an amazing player. We would have loved to have her for 4 years, but she's gone. And we worked all spring to make sure we had people to fill the void. And when you have people that graduate, and Dara Spavlik is another one that was an excellent player, it's not one person, so it's by committee. So we have different people inserting, striking, different people playing the midfield. It's by responsibility. And if you have a team that everyone takes a little bit of the puzzle with that, it makes it a lot easier to replace some star players that you lose to graduation or whatever it may be. So I feel pretty confident that we have what it takes to, I think, really shore up the midfield.
And talk a little bit about the wings on the midfield, because we all know that you got to get the attack going through that midfield. Who are some of the players that maybe field hockey people don't know about, but you need them to take another step?
So we're still fiddling around with the lineup a little bit. Adriana Palumbo, who was a great player for us last year. Age is like literally the best duct tape a coach could ever ask for. You just tell her what the issue is and plug it in, and that's kind of where she went. And she's either going to be on the outside or the inside. Same thing with Caitlin Zarko. Both of those kids are like super fast, super gritty. I think they'll probably control a lot of the midfield play, and like I already mentioned, Cami will be in the midfield for a good amount of time for us. We have a really nice freshman, Ali Patel, who's doing a great job. She'll get some good minutes. Millie has been a forward. She's playing some mid for us. Morgan Becker's back, and we're not sure yet if she's going to be an outside midi or a back to start, but there's a lot of players and only enough room for 10 of them on the field at all times. So it's been difficult to figure out who goes where because everyone is playing so great right now.
And so now you mentioned Dara Spavlik, who's now with you on the sideline, but other than that, you do have a back line that I think you have some experience.
Yeah, Ella Shockley was a great player as a freshman. She was solid. Right now, she's an excellent player. I think she's held her own in both of our scrimmages. We've played 2 really quality opponents, and she was leading, not just by her play, but she was very vocal. We have a freshman who's also going to start in the backfield. There's 2 Giannas. Gianna Jacek, who is a sophomore. She'll she'll be out in the back. And then we have another Gianna, a freshman, who will be out there. We call her G2. It's two of the same name. So G2 is actually out there, and she has a good mentor, Miss Spavlik. She's playing right back for us right now. Very similar characteristics to Dara. So G2 is also doing a great job for us in the backfield. And we have some goalies. We've got depth right now in that position, and it's, again, that's a toss-up, 51-49, and it changes not just by day, it's almost per practice. And we have two newcomers there. Emery has been with us since the spring, and then Alina came to us this fall, and it's just really exciting to see both very different styles. They're very aggressive, so it's going to be different from what you guys are used to seeing, and just trying to get them to control the backfield a little bit. But right now, it's exciting all over the field. There's only a handful of players where I'm pretty sure where they're going, and just trying to figure some stuff out. And one of the the forwards we also didn't mention was Jazz. So Jazz is coming back also off of an all-conference year, and excited for her to see what she's going to be doing also in the fall, using that speed.
Talk about a little bit more about the goalie situation. You got to be happy that one of them you had in the spring. How much does that help, not only with her maybe being vocal with the players because she knows them, but also kind of learning your system and your style?
Well, I think when you transfer in, it doesn't matter what position you're playing. It's really difficult to kind of get to know a team and understand a process and what a coach is looking for and all of the dynamics of being part of a new group. So I certainly think having a few months under her belt where she was here all spring is helpful, to Emery. Does that put her above anyone? No, it just makes her comfort level a little bit better, or she's understanding maybe how things work a little more. She split some time in the spring for us, but towards the end of the spring, Emery did an amazing job, and I think we have two really good keepers right now. So again, that's a quandary for me. I have to figure out who's playing and where and when, and it's the same with the goalkeeping position.
And talk a little bit about Lena as well. All conference at Pace University, and got them to the championship game as a 7th seed.
She's awesome. As a freshman, had an impeccable save percentage. She was above a 78%, which is great. She's super vocal for being, a keeper that she's German background over here as a transfer with a new team. She is controlling everything in the backfield, and I'm just so proud of her. Asks a lot of questions, trying to figure out, what it is that I want out of the keepers, what we're looking for out of our backfield players. But she's really stepping in quite nicely. Her and Emery get along really well. Right now, it's a two-headed monster. It's a great race to have. We haven't really had competition like that from our keeper position. I don't know if ever, to be quite honest. So hey, maybe they both will play. I mean, I've never thought about that before, but being that they're so close, that absolutely may be something that we'll be doing this fall.
So now, as a coach, how do you prepare your team for the gauntlet that is the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference?
Oh, I don't know if you prepare for that or you just try to get them to take one game and one day at a time. And as long as you're learning something new every day, and we talk quite a bit about getting 1% better each day, I do think good things are going to happen. And it's not looking too far ahead. So for us, it's the first conference game, but we're not even talking about that right now. We're talking about we go up to Boston and we have to start with, I think they're probably the top 3 teams in the NE10 or 3 out of 4, whatever it may be. So playing 3 games in 4 days, that's how you start. That's how you prepare. You play good teams, getting yourself ready to get into conference play. And like I said to my team, I don't exactly know what we're doing yet. I kind of know what we're not going to be doing so far in the fall. That's what I've learned, and now we'll start to work, I think, this week on what we will be doing in the fall.
And is a trip like this to Boston early also a team bonding opportunity?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we look forward to this. We do it about every other year. It is crazy to play 3 games in 4 days, and I only wanted to do 2 this year, but they're like, yo, we did that 2 years ago. Come out of COVID, we're good to go. All right. So we'll see how it goes. I think they just enjoy, honestly, being up in Boston. I think the 3 and 4 days does make everyone really tired, but it also makes you stronger. And if we can get through there, pick up some wins, hopefully play well, I think it does set us up for success. And yes, we do a lot of fun things when we're away from home, and we'll do some touring of the city, and just getting to be with friends and family on the road is certainly a great experience, not just for the upperclassmen, but for the freshmen and sophomores also to have that opportunity to travel and be a part of everything and see really what Westchester field hockey is.
Is there one thing, last question, is there one thing in this preseason you've seen from the team that is fun and that you think will lend itself to having a fun season?
I don't know about fun, but the one thing I would tell you that I'm seeing is just the effort. I have never had a group like this that it's literally 110% every single day that they're out there. They're pushing each other, and I think part of that is we don't have like a set group of people who are playing yet, so you have to make each other better every day. And I think everything that they're putting out in the field, it will, or at practice right now, it will pay off for them tenfold. In terms of being fun, it's always they've got like goofy personalities. Every team has that. And I don't have like one little thing to point out to you yet. We're only a few days in here, but we have a whitewater rafting trip that is planned for Saturday, so I'm sure we'll have some fun memories to get back to you on after that one.
All right, Coach, thank you.
First cut, are we good, Jim?